I was downstairs and I was doing something productive, and I decided to quit that to shoot YouTube vids. This is hopefully the second YouTube vid you see. Hopefully I make it through 2 vids. Because I do actually have to go shopping for a friend's birthday. But I wanted to get to this vid. I just reminded myself downstairs, like, ah, man, I never got back to Super and Blank. So that's what we're here to do. When Captain America and the Winter Soldier beat the hatred out of Iron Man. These videos have the funniest names to me because this is exactly how it felt watching the actual show. I haven't seen MCU content in so long. It's so hard to get uploaded to YouTube. So I'm glad we have somebody here that's doing it that we can all trust. They don't do no intros, so let's get into it, man.
So it starts off with Iron Man watching his parents get sent to the afterlife. But now it's with the new information that it was all because of the Winter Soldier. So Captain is here like, sure, bro, it's just your parents. They don't even love you for it.
That's messed up. Teen Titans Go had this scene in it, bro. That show could have been so good, man.
And after that, Cap caught the meanest backhand of all time. Look at this WWE ass fall. That Super Serum not doing shit for him. How you still getting bodied like this? So after that, the Winter Soldier came out with the whole Call of Duty loadout, bro. Look at his weapon. My man's got 50 attachments and it was all for nothing. Because Iron Man just blasts the gun away and catches his next punch.
Yeah, but it's all
and
about that
all
arm.
I needed to see to know if this was a one-on-one, the Winter Soldier would have absolutely gotten cooked. And in the next scene, they show this man, and you don't even have to watch the movie to know he's an elite level instigator. Look at how he's fading into the shadows. His ass on some, my work here is finished. We don't even need to see the outcome anymore. He already done this hundreds of times. Like, we can't forget what he did earlier in this movie. Bombed the whole building, killing Black Panther's dad, and blamed it on the Winter Soldier. Like, he's really spinning the block on this man, putting targets on his back any chance he gets. But yeah, he walks out knowing he's a first ballot Hall of Fame instigator. Iron Man moves his hand out the way and chokes him and starts to fly up. Look at this eye contact. You know bro behind the mask is foaming out the mouth. He lays him out on the floor, puts his foot on his arm, and bro, if Cap didn't hit him with this heavy ass frisbee, the Winter Soldier would have been cooked. The fight would have lasted 30 seconds.
Into the game, into the line.
After that, Cap pushes Iron Man back. That shit sent him nowhere for real. Iron Man spins the block and trucks him, causing Cap to get sent flying back. And Tony puts the cuffs on his legs to call ISO on the Winter Soldier yet again. And he really has his number because the Winter Soldier tried sneaking Iron Man with this uppercut and Tony just eats that shit. Then he grabs him and pins him to the wall, again trying to blast his head off. And look at the Winter Soldier, bruh. He is really not trying to leave this earth today. He moves his hand out the way and crushes it. And you know Iron Man thought he was cold, whipping out a whole new weapon right in front of him. You can't see his face right now, but you know it looks something like this under that mask. But it didn't matter though, because the Winter Soldier moves that thing out the way too, making the missile fire at the wall, which will cause some problems later. You see Captain America breaking his cuffs so the cameraman can get a shot of him doing Raymond Girl shit with explosions in the background. He not doing anything for real. He looks up and sees that Iron Man is absolutely wailing on him, but the giant ass metal pillar comes in to save the Winter Soldier, getting that man Tony stuck. And now it's time for the second part of this scene. It starts off with Cap telling him to get his ass out of here because that boy Tony is not playing. He's on the hunt. He tries sniping him and he barely
really tried to kill him on the way out.
Man said a little off the top. He dips out though and Captain America comes in. That weak ass entrance. Bucky dips out and sees the way out of this place. All he gotta do is one obby and he's gone. So he gets moving. Captain America just like, hey, Tony, stop right there. And Iron Man is just disrespectful because he just tries to fly right past him like homie isn't right there. He gets the leg part of his suit damaged and gets out of there, turning around and blocking them all. He got Bucky in his sights, sees this man is trying to escape, and he knows he's free food. He flies up, kicks him into the wall, and is getting ready to blast him. But here comes Cap's hero ass doing a whole backflip and saving him. And I'm sitting here wondering, how did he get past the wall Tony put in between them? Bro is just always right on time. I know this shit is annoying the hell out of Tony right now. He like, bro, let me finish my kill. Please. I knocked this man down like 8 times. Had him right where I wanted him. You can't keep getting away with this shit. The shield reflects the attack and hits Tony back down, giving the Winter Soldier more time to get the fuck up out of there. And Brody wasted no time. Tony looks up to see that this man is 80% finished with the
effects, bro. These fucking fucking wild ass sound
tries
effects.
Flying up again to catch up to him, but here comes this man Captain America with some bullshit. He jumps off, ties the rope around his neck in midair and pulls him down even further. Cap gotta be the greatest team player of all time. He's out here taking fall damage just for bro to escape. This man Tony is relentless though. He starts aiming at him with the missile. Cap sees that and he tries to throw his frisbee at him. He blasts the shield away and fires the rocket to keep him trapped. And I know
so far, I know the video is not over yet, okay? But so far, this is when Captain America saved the Winter Soldier 11 times. This dude has done nothing in this fight. This is the movie that when me and Skitten watched, we could not understand. This was not our vibe. We didn't get it. You know, this is the one. This is the one we watched where we were like, I think I'm not done with the MCU, bruh. Winter Soldier ain't doing nothing, bruh.
He tasted freedom, but now this shit is locked. The missile closed the hatch and now he's stuck with this fiend. All of Cap's efforts to get him out of there was lost.
All of that for nothing.
He falls down and picks up a metal pipe. He bonks Tony with it, and Tony tries getting back with a wild backhand. Tony takes the weapon out of his hand, chokes him, and starts loading up his finisher. He takes him and starts descending down. And guess who comes in and stops him for the 20th time? Captain America. Look at this man, bro. Canceled his whole animation, completely saves him and has him laying up there while they both fall down.
Thank you, Codename Super. Now it's Blank Boy's time. So then
Blank Boy's
Tony
time.
and Steve stand up from that and get to staring at each other before they start talking shit to one another. Tony, relax. He already said he was sorry. I don't care. He fucked my bitch. So then jumps off the top ropes and tries to hit Cap with a right, which he dodges.
Actually, he
and
murdered
hits
his parents
with one of his own. Oh, you must have thought it was sweet out here, rich boy.
That's
He's
comedy.
been getting out the mud in these Brooklyn trenches since the 1920s. Tony comes in with the left and then gets hit with the left, to which this is when Cap grabs onto him and starts trying to choke him. First Ultron, now Iron Man. Who's gonna tell this nigga that
he's gotta
fucking
move.
choke out metal? That
He's
Super
gotta
Soldier serum
move.
made everything stronger except bro's brain cells. Iron Man uses
Hey man, decapitation works on damn near everything. If the head didn't matter, why did they build one? You know what I'm saying? You don't need to choke the metal, just rip the head off. It's got to do something good.
to get Captain America off of him, got my son Steve hitting the nene on the ground, then goes to death his shit but chucks up an airball. And while all of this is happening, Bucky has been camping up top watching it all go down. So he does what any sensible person would do in this situation.
Run?
And gets to jumping.
Oh, for
using
sure.
Cap's shield to hit him in the back paws, blocks the repulsor blast. This is the part where Iron Man starts really getting beat up because he's mad about his parents being murdered. They start bullying this man, and I guess it makes sense because most of the time bullying be completely senseless.
Are there any D linemen in the chat right now? You know, when you're taking on that, when you're playing nose tackle, you know, when you get down on one knee to give yourself 3 points of contact, one hand on both sides, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
that's what that reminds me of here when they knocked his ass down. I'm like, that's not the worst position, bruh. You could put a move on right here.
Most of the times bullying,
but they was beating his ass. That's not good technique.
Why the fuck are you mad that I'm ugly?
Why the fuck are you mad? Why the fuck are you mad that I'm ugly?
Iron Man blasts Cap in the chest. They begin to start trading punches like Pokemon cards, and to be honest, I didn't know Tony had hands like this until Tony's blast gets deflected all the way up. Not gonna lie, I'm Team Captain America, but rewatching this, I feel bad for Tony. Imagine watching your parents get murdered in 4K high definition and then getting the snot beat out of you. Like, damn, my nigga, pick a struggle. Bucky punches him in the chest, sending Iron Man moonwalking backwards and starts trying to rip his arc reactor right out of his chest.
Which would murder him, by the way. So now it's just gone from self-defense to killing.
I'm thinking to myself, no way Tony dies right here. This can't be. I know his parents looking up right now, spectating this fight, disappointed as hell. You're supposed to get back for us, gang. Until Iron Man blasts Bucky's arm clean off. Bro was in utter disbelief, had to look at his arm to make sure this is true. Yeah, bro.
You should have seen that coming.
Wonder, what you seen is correct. He done turned you into Sasuke Uchiha. Until he hits him with the Mortal Kombat finisher. Get your bitch ass up out of here. Gets up and sprints at Tony. And this right here, this scene is beautiful, man. Straight out the comic book. The MCU just don't move like this anymore, man. They done replaced half their staff with gerbils. That's the only reason you can explain this Nick Jr. ass CGI they got nowadays.
Just a random shot at the MCU. Everybody
so
can
the
get it.
cameraman pans away to show Black Panther stopping Baron Zemo from sending himself to a Michael Jackson concert. You ain't got a ticket, lil bro. Come on. The cameraman has seen enough and decides to pan back, and Lord have mercy.
Lord
Steve
have
got this
mercy.
man Tony in an unlimited combo. Straight full court presses, just delivering haymaker after haymaker.
He just counting.
Who would have thought Iron
Count.
Man did something to him? Tony is so baffled by the ass whooping he's got.
From
Tony
the
starts
first
asking
person
Friday
view is
for some
hilarious.
packs so he could stop getting dead like
Somebody
a
help
bomb
me.
wrecker. And now it's time. Let's cook this nigga. Blast the shield away and then blocks the right. Then move into a gut check, sending him 15 yards away. I know Steve's sick to his stomach right now. When did bro become Bruce Lee? Iron Man hits him in the ribcage into an elbow to the chin. And look at this man Tony's face. He's not playing any games. Chin check into a blast to the gut. Got Cap on all fours hitting the all hail the king. But this is when they start talking shit to each other again. Why'd you do this, Steve? Bucky know where the big booty bitches be at.
Right.
So did I.
What the fuck?
How do you can right into a left and then toss bro to the side like the ugly best friend? And this is when they start gluing each other again. Where you got that Supreme hat from, lil bro? I'm gatekeeping, pussy. Tony wasn't with all the selfishness, so he goes to GG Captain America. But here comes Bucky, who gets his head punched away
Bean.
like a soccer ball.
I don't touch me. He gave him the fucking, bro, the most disrespectful
That
head
was
kick.
all the distraction Cap needed to pick Tony up
Oh
like a toddler
my
and chuck
God.
him to the ground. Got his arms hitting 90 degrees on the ground. This
That's
that
what
Batman
pathetic
now
position,
talks.
yeah.
Steve decides it ends here, getting in cowgirl and just
Getting
gets
in
pounding the hell out
cowgirl.
of Iron Man's face, using his shield as a can opener until he succeeds.
That's so fucking rude. Mount is already a questionable label for the position. Cowgirl is diabolical.
And look at the fear in Tony's eyes, man. It's really crazy that
Oh,
he got
Lord.
did like this. He's the one whose parents got killed. You're a victim.
You're a
Captain America
victim.
puts the shield in his chest instead of cutting his head off, sparing his life. Gets up,
Kinda.
walks over, picks up Bucky, and they start getting ready to leave. But Iron Man, of course, gotta get the last word in real quick. Put that shield down. My dad would have never wanted a pussy like you to have it. Drops the shield, walks away, leaving Tony Stark there alone.
Very, very good. Very, very good, bro. The next video we're gonna do by Super and Blank is the coldest characters in all of fiction. Okay, we don't have time for it today. I do have to actually go. I got the text message, but it was cool because every time I watch MCU content, bro, it's hard for somebody to keep it real with how annoying some of the scenes can be, how right on time everything is, giving it that corny feel because it's based off a comic book, but then still being able to enjoy the fight. You hear what I'm saying? It's just about the right of commentary and criticism that's gonna actually keep me involved in these processes. I don't need to hear about power scaling while I'm watching the power scaling not happen, okay? I can separate the two. I don't mind doing that, but when you put it together, you see what I'm seeing on film. It's not adding up. But that was fantastic, dude. Super and Blight, man, it's very solid content. They did a lot of like Transformers content together, and I guess they have individual channels, so we obviously have to look that up eventually. We will get there. Don't worry. Another Seth video coming up soon. I'll try to put up Internet Historian this weekend. We got a bunch of random anime vids to put up still. Akame got killed. Got a Stramboli review, so you know we're gonna be there doing that. So stick around, and then we still got suggestions to make it through from the community, which you know we will always do. And I will see you guys. All right, peace.